is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, you may not want to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'll tip my cap to Tanner Houck, and Tanner Houck deserved better, folks, on Thursday night in Toronto. Left with a 2-1 lead. Bullpen could not take care of it. Frustrated by that. And I've got some advice for you, and we're going to get into that. Right now, we welcome you into our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime baseball play-by-play announcer and storyteller, former host on satellite radio and ESPN radio, providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, as well as a Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, Tanner Houck did exactly what I wanted him to do Thursday night. He went 7. Yes, he gives up a run in his final inning. Okay, still leaves the game with a lead and still looking for his first win on the season. Was deserving of his picking up his first victory. Offense did nothing outside of Alex Bregman with a little 2-out magic. And the bullpen again, Justin Slaten, you were outstanding, but the last 2 nights, clunkers from Slaten. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation, watching live on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Hit that comment button. Join the conversation. Also, we always encourage you to follow us on the X as well, at Lennox on Baseball. I know you've got questions, comments, concerns. You can do it here on the Locked On Red Sox postcast, on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, or on the X as well. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off on your first year.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Was it Belushi who said, my advice to you is start drinking heavily? That's not my advice to you. It's not. And if you're going to enjoy an adult beverage, do so responsibly. My advice to you is turn the Red Sox off for a couple of days. You want your recap? Join us. Locked On Red Sox postcast. We'll be with you all weekend. We're going to be a steadying part of your weekend if you'd like. Twins come to town to Fenway Friday night. It's a 3-game series. You're curious about the Red Sox? Join us afterwards. Listen to the podcast version of Locked On Red Sox postcast or on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. We're right there. But turn them off. They're not deserving of your time right now. They really aren't. And I'm going to start with Tanner Houck. And we're going to get to your comments here in just a moment if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel on this Thursday night. Keep it clean, but give it up. Because you've been understanding of me since last season if you've been on with us. Been tolerant, cheerleader for this team from last year to this year. Still believe they blew a golden opportunity in September and after the All-Star break to be a playoff team last year. Even if they got wiped out in the first round, I think it would have been important. Get playoff at-bats, get a little bit of experience, get your feet wet. But this is same old now. And you were winning the opener a couple of nights ago. You had 3-1. You had the lead with Lucas Giolito on the mound in Game 2 Wednesday night. You had a 2-1 lead after Tanner Houck gave you his best performance of the season. Slaten doesn't get the job done. And as I was wrapping up and coming to set up for the show, Nesson, Tom Caron, Jim Rice in studio. For Nesson, Tom Caron said, hey, do you pitch to Vladimir Guerrero in that 8th inning with 2nd and 3rd? Slaten had 2 strikes, couldn't put him away. Check swing, didn't go. Borderline pitch that could have been a strike 3, didn't happen. Once the count got deep, put him on. Go after Santander. And Jim Rice sort of was in the middle of the road and finally said it. Yeah, you walk Vladdy in that situation. But 2 nights in a row, bullpen did a terrific job of the guys that are your go-to guys, not giving up home runs. Whitlock does it last night. Slaten gives it up in the 10th inning, walk-off victory. Slaten does it back-to-back games and gives it up in the 8th inning. The 3-run home run. A 2-0 game to a 2-1 game as Varsho touches up Houck for a home run in that 7th. Houck got the final 2 outs. 6 2/3 at Fenway against the Blue Jays in April. 7 against the Blue Jays and 1 run allowed. Still looking for his first win of the season. But Tanner Houck, do it again next time out. Do it 5 straight starts. That outing against the Blue Jays Thursday night, deserving of a victory. Still doesn't have a win on the season. The Red Sox are now 1-6 in his 7 starts. That is your number of the night. And Houck gave you exactly what you needed. 7 strong innings. The offense, outside of Bregman, extends his hit streak with the 2-out magic. And the 2-run double, that came against Barrios in the 5th inning. 2-0 ball game. Can't add on. Nothing the rest of the way. Nothing. And there are guys in this lineup right now who don't belong in a big league lineup. Abreu 0 for 4. Trevor Story got a base hit. They've been few and far between. I think now 3 for his last 37. Casas 1 for 4, a couple of strikeouts. Hey, guess what? Back to striking out a lot. 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. 1 walk. The approach has been a volatile stock. After the Rangers series, you go to Baltimore, you beat up on the Orioles and their pitching staff. You beat up on the Cardinals. You lose 3 out of 4 against the Blue Jays. I'm not going through every series, but then all of a sudden you're striking out 10 times every single game. Earth to the Red Sox hitters, just a few days ago, you were in a good stretch where you weren't striking out, you were putting the ball in play, and you were winning ball games, and you were scoring 5 or more runs. Tanner Houck hasn't picked up his team in the past. But tonight, the offense, and I don't put it all on Slaten, the offense with 2 runs. You didn't have Hoffman, and I said it on Wednesday night after the extra inning loss. Hoffman, good sign for the Red Sox, he's not gonna pitch. But in that 9th inning, I mean, you could have just penciled it in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. In the 8th inning, Devers, fly out. Bregman, fly out. Abreu, pop up to the shortstop. Nothing. 9th inning, Story strikes out. Casas strikes out. Ref Snyder, weak ground ball to first. Lineup went down like soft bleeping rain. And again, my advice to you, turn them off for a few days. Turn it off. It's not worth the anxiety. It's not worth the heartbreak right now. Hey, let's get to it. Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit that comment button and join in. I'm scrolling through here real quick. I'm wondering where I'm going to see. Oh, geez, world. You're going first. I'm scrolling through real quick. I'm looking for Andrew the GOAT. I don't see anything from Andrew the GOAT. All right, let's get through here. Geez, world was at the series. Boys checking in from the Rogers Center before I head out. Nesson, socials, that's me in the city. Connect, Breggy time. All right, we'll look for you. Dan Penn again, sigh and a heart. No, the heartbreak. Adam, bullpen woes again. And right now it's with the guys who are leading your bullpen. There's not an off day until Monday. I don't know if there's rain in the forecast for Boston over the weekend, but you almost need a rain out, and you need to push a Twins rain out back into later in the season somehow, some way. Where's Crash Davis when you need him? He can get you a rain out. Now the guys in the bullpen that you rely on, Slaten, Whitlock the last 2 nights. Slaten was outstanding. Outstanding until Thursday or Wednesday. And now blows it in the 8th inning, giving up the 3-run home run to Vladimir Jr. And the Blue Jays, they're coming. I mean, the Red Sox numbers of the night next segment. The Red Sox have 2 wins against the Blue Jays, who have not played anywhere near their expectation level this season. I think that now with the loss, they're a game under 500. They're right there with the Red Sox. The Red Sox are not a 500 team. The Blue Jays are now a game under 500, 15-16. They were not hitting home runs until Wednesday night. Varsho, Vladdy Jr., the 2 home runs, the 4 runs total. I don't know if their offenses are comparable. I think the Red Sox, 1 through 9, have a better lineup, but they're not showing it. Man, just a few days ago, you were feeling good about this team. And right now, absolutely not. There's no need. There's no need to feel good about this team. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve the positive vibes right now. Oh, by the way, Christian Campbell, scratch from the lineup, rib issue. Walker Buehler back to Boston, shoulder issue. This doesn't get away from the Red Sox. But do you really want to be looking up at 500 over the next couple of days? You got the Twins and Rangers coming to town. Adam, bullpen woes again. Yeah. G's World. My streak on Nesson is now up 14 games in a row here. LOL. There you go. I'm glad you had a good time. I wish there was a better result the last couple of times out. G's World on hot dog night. How many did you and your family get down? Want to know that. Ethan. But it's just one game out of 162. Ethan, I feel like you're being sarcastic to me. I'm not sure if you are or not. I'm a glass half full guy. It is one of 162, and I maintain that early on in the season. But right now, where the Red Sox are out, you drop 2 out of 3. You are looking, I mean, you lose these games late. You're now 33 games into the season. And it's almost becoming apparent, maybe to me, and I'm slow to it on more than one occasion. But this is what you're going to deal with 162. And there's no way in the world this team should be anywhere close to 500 this many games into the season. Everyday trick shots. Tanner Houck finally did what he has been needing to do all year. Yeah, and the bullpen blows it. There's one facet of the game that does not come up aces for the Red Sox, and it's the bullpen. You know, Tanner Houck in the past, hey, you need a good outing at him. Tough loss with Giolito making his season debut and his Red Sox debut on Wednesday. Houck gave you beyond your expectations for what he's done over his previous 6 starts to open up the season. He didn't walk a batter. And I was listening to the game on radio on WEI with Will Fleming. I think it was Cooper Boardman with him. And they're talking about his velocity. He was up 97 miles an hour. Tanner Houck is not, yes, he's a sinker ball pitcher. But the sweeper, and I have a quote from Lou Merloni on the sweeper. Lou Merloni also recently saying, I'm beginning to think the sweeper is a pitch that I just don't like. I was saying that last year. I can't stand the sweeper because when it gets the plate, it's going a long way. And I heard a broadcast earlier in the day, a day game around Major League Baseball, like, oh, that's a sweeper slider. Well, they're 2 different pitches. You used to call it a slurve. Now this is a sweeper. And when it kind of comes over the plate, a righty to a righty, or even to a lefty, it's coming right into a lefty's bat. I'm not a big fan of the sweeper at all. Smoke Dog 1982, glad you're on board with us. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. It wouldn't hurt so bad if I hadn't seen it coming as soon as the first guy singled. Yeah, there are some innings like that where you just know, right? Where it's a 2-1 ball game and you're thinking, you needed to add on. Didn't do anything offensively in the 7th or 8th innings. Did 0, 1, 2, 3 in the 9th inning, and that was that. Ethan again. This team has been fraudulent all year. I've been preaching that since game 1. I still want to agree to disagree on that one, Ethan. There's talent here. There is talent here. This should be a first division ball club. And again, I said it a few weeks ago when they weren't meeting my expectations or your expectations. It's not on Alex Cora. It's not on Andrew Bailey. Pete Fatsi was certainly had a target on his back. But the guys they're going to from last year, and some will say even the last couple of years, it's time for reinforcements. Buehler's going to be down. Sean Newcomb did not pitch in the game, but he was up and throwing in the bullpen. Newcomb was throwing. He's possibly an option. Hunter Dobbins' option over the weekend. You hope Buehler's not long. You hope Fitz is going to be throwing soon. Cutter Crawford, where are you? I mean, there's some of these guys who can go into the bullpen and you can send some guys packing. But they're already wearing out the road back and forth from AAA Worcester and the Red Sox with these relievers. Bob, weak bullpen, on and off hitting. Judge marches on toward victory. Get with it, Sox. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, it's time. And it can't, it's got to be for the full month of May. And then you just got to carry it. There were positive vibes, Ethan. There were positive vibes there. I don't think it's fraudulent, but it's not on anyone else except the guys put on the lineup card by Alex Cora each game. Smoke Dog 1982. They trot a guy out of the pen who was better version of the guy they saw for the last 7 innings. Yvonne. This team is a dumpster fire. Last year at this time, we were a 500 club. We add 4-star players. What's it got us? 1 game over 500. Sox need to burn down from top down. I don't know that I go that far. All right, more of your comments, numbers of the night. Red Sox, take it on the chin. Woo, we went long in that first segment. Hey, again, my advice, stick with us over the weekend. You want your Red Sox response? You want your Red Sox fix? Join the Locked On Red Sox postcast, whether it's the YouTube version or the podcast version. Numbers of the night, and Christian Campbell, Walker Buehler. Bring the guys up from the minor leagues. Bring them. It's time. It's just time. Get them up here, see what they can do. Let them on the job training. Other big league clubs are doing it with the young talent. Red Sox can do it now too. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast. Locked On Red Sox, part of the Locked On Sports Network, your team, your Red Sox every day. We are presented by Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Did you know your Fire TV is also an Xbox? Turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices. No console required. Just grab your paired controller, subscribe or sign in to an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to go. Dive into hundreds of premium titles, including EA Sports, College Football 25, to Call of Duty, as easily as you stream your favorite shows, hotel stays, family visits, or even just the bedroom. Fire TV Stick 4K makes it possible to keep playing from almost anywhere. With Fire TV Stick 4K, everything is in one place, from Netflix to YouTube and beyond. Head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller required. Available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K, second generation, Fire TV Stick 4K Max, first and second generation, and Fire TV Cube, third generation. Locked On Red Sox postcast also presented by Monarch Money. Hey, ever check your bank account? I've done this, and all of a sudden you're checking your bank account and you're wondering, where did all my money go? Well, between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and you start building wealth. When you start using Monarch Money, you may just soon realize just how much you're spending on food delivery. With that, you can budget smarter and save more. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch Money to check your finances, track spending, and even plan on your long-term goals. Managing money with your partner, never smoother. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off on your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off on your first year. Another tough one. And I really don't know that I had faith in Tanner Houck. Thinking about Red Sox, Blue Jays series finale, 4-2 road trip. No, not a 4-2 road trip, 3-3 road trip, and 2 brutal losses north of the border. And I said it on Locked On MLB Game Night over the last couple of nights. Watch the Blue Jays in the next couple of weeks. And I think it was Will Fleming on WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network, saying basically in the series finales, I was driving home from an event, they spent money on Santander. They spent some money here and there. But one thing they really wanted to do with the Blue Jays this year was get a strong defensive team. And they've got it. They don't let many balls get through on the infield. Varsho can go get it with the best of them in center field. It's finding a consistent lineup. It can't just be the top 4 guys in the lineup. And remember, Santander really hasn't gotten going yet. All right, a couple more comments here. Let's go. Yvonne, this team has no heart, no pride, no leadership. Bregman is too good for this team. We've already lost him. I don't like saying no heart, no pride, but that lineup in the final 3 innings and just, last night too, did nothing after Blue Jays took the lead. You had one more shot at it in the 9th inning, 1, 2, 3. And it wasn't getting to the closer. It was the second guy who closes games. Ethan, definitely sarcastic. All right. I appreciate that. Adam, more ups and downs than a roller coaster. Where's the consistency? The consistency is being inconsistent. And this lineup, I'm sorry, it's better than what 10 strikeouts a night should not be a thing for this lineup. Put the damn ball in play. When you put the ball in play, good things happen. Elsa's dad. Look at what your record is versus your hitting and pitching. Those stats will balance out over the year. More wins in the future. Hey, I'm glass half full as well. Yes. But on any given night, hey, we get the offense. All of a sudden, you're outslugged in a game because the pitching doesn't get the job done. When your starter goes 7 and gives up 1, you should be walking out of the clubhouse, getting on the bus, getting on the airplane, going back to Boston with a 4-2 road trip. The Red Sox aren't doing that. From a long way away and watching through TV and listening on the radio, it just seems like sometimes guys are happy to be in the big leagues. No, you've got to produce. Plain and simple. Appreciate you too, Smoke Dog 1982. Yvonne, last one. By the way, Steve, thanks for doing what you do. One of the best. Hey, Yvonne, thank you. I do appreciate that. Yvonne, thank you. I do appreciate that. Hey, I enjoy doing this. One more from Elsa's dad. Got that one. Elsa's dad. This one was on top. I think you are feeling your culture. Bostonians like to talk about toughness and suffering. Well, you got it. Yeah. Don't forget, this is a team that's a franchise has won 4 World Series titles for you, going all the way back to 2004. And that wasn't that long ago. What's next? 6 games at home. We'll see what happens with Christian Campbell. But I think it's time. Meyer, Anthony, come on up. I don't know where you put them right now. One of them or both of them, get them to the big leagues. Get them there. Because there are guys at the big league level know right now, those guys are knocking on the door. Forget about it. Put them in the big leagues and see what they do. Let them learn on the job. I'd rather see either one or both. And Christian Campbell has had a couple of offers here and there, but he hasn't gone a week or 10 days and struggled to the plate the way Casas has, the way Story now has. He hasn't done that as a rookie. I'd rather see the rookies, 2 more coming, knocking on the door. I'd rather see them in the big leagues and slump and get on the job training. Hey, teams are doing it. Look at the Orioles last year with Jackson Holliday, and he still hasn't come around. But these two have have checks across the board. Above average in so many different things, including handling adversity. And Christian Campbell hasn't had a lot of adversity early on in the season. Now dealing with an injury. I'm glad he was open and honest enough to say, hey, he was scratched from the lineup. And it's telling that Alex Cora didn't bring Cedar Rafaela into the starting lineup. He just moved around and put Ref Snyder in left field. Again, my advice to you right now, take a couple of days off. Be on board with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. I say that sincerely. And we'll try to give you a happy recap. We'll be on within minutes. Game 1, 3-game series. Twins and Red Sox. And then the Rangers come to town. I'm not going to say deserve a day off. It might be a much-needed day off for the Red Sox on Monday. We'll see how this pitching shakes out over the last couple of days. I didn't jinx it. As a play-by-play announcer, you don't jinx a no-hitter by talking about it. It's your job to talk about it. It's part of a storyline in a game. But a couple of days ago, I said, hey, Red Sox bullpen's lined up beautifully. Shame on me. Wrong thing to say. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Again, We'll be with you all weekend long. We'll be on within minutes of the final out. Twins, Red Sox, Game 1, Fenway Park, Friday night. Locked On Red Sox, number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. We love word-of-mouth advertising. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox, win or lose, every day.